Pisces, hi. Welcome back to those of you who've been here before. I'm sucking on chocolate. I know the timing was not optimal, but I needed it. And I did a small, tiny one. So welcome back to those of you who've been here before. And welcome to those of you who it's your first time. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And I'm going to be doing a general timeless reading for the collective of Pisces. So that's Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, or Ascendant. It's a general reading. This chocolate is really... Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Needed to realign myself. It's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. If it resonates, take what does and leave the rest. So you have to establish first that it's your story. It can't just be things you relate to. It has to be things you... It has to be that and the situation that it's presenting in this reading. You feel me? I think with this reading, it'll be pretty obvious because we're doing messages from your ancestors. So we're asking for a message for what the generational gifts are that were passed on to you and then how to best use those gifts. So you'll know in the message part if this is going to be you or not. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not that you relate to it, it's that you resonate with it. Do you understand the difference? They're not the same. Okay, so for your message, we're going to be using, I have so many piles of things all around me. The Magdalene Oracle. For your gifts, we're going to use a combination of one of these, hello birdies out there, cute birdies. One of these three, the Starseed Oracle, the Isis Oracle, or the Beyond Lemuria Oracle. That'll be determined when we get to that point in your reading. And then I have 4 tarot decks pulled for how to best use your gifts, and I'll tell you what that is when we get there and see which one we're using. Okay, so Pisces, are you ready for your message? Ready? Not surprised. Not surprised. Ascension. I don't think you are surprised either. As a Pisces, you already know this. Your whole life has been this, right? Trying to gain a higher spiritual state of awareness may feel like a long and slow process. Yet remember that a part of you exists always in a higher spiritual state. Higher consciousness is a knowing and wisdom far beyond words or explanation. It's your true nature, the eternal light of your soul. It is. There's no point trying to reach it, just as there's no point in trying to escape your physical reality. You're in both all the time, simultaneously. I know you know this, and I know it's painful sometimes for you to figure out how to exist in both. It can be done and you can do it. You're highly, highly developed and highly, highly intelligent. So that means the opposite of all those. So what's the negatives of those when those aren't being used, you know? In alignment, you just have to figure out what keeps you in alignment, and you have to have the courage to be a weirdo, because you're a weirdo. And I mean that in the best way possible. But do you understand what I'm saying? To shine your weird, quirky light and be it, because you are it. You are pure manifestation of love in its purest form. And you're going to help everyone who comes across you see that part of the divine in themselves and be able to see it in other humans. You understand? That's all you have to do. You don't have to take the weight and the responsibility of the truths that you find out, that you're aware of. You don't have to take that on and enlighten people. All you have to do is illuminate yourself purely and truly, and that will do all of everything else, okay? All right, so higher consciousness means being fully present in each moment. Stop trying to reach it, and you may just realize you are already there. Okay, so let's see your gifts. And I know we're using the Starseed. There's also the Lemuria. Yeah. This is popping up because of your nature of who you are, Pisces, and that light that you are. It is like a magnet for equally opposite darkness to be drawn to you and to have painful things happen possibly to you. And this is a reminder from your ancestors that you aren't those things. They're not taking away who you are at your core, and that you can rebuild and heal your physical body, your mind, not your consciousness, your mind. Your consciousness doesn't need healing. It always is. So that's it too, to learn to discern the difference between your mind and your thoughts and your thinking and your intellect and your consciousness. The consciousness, right? Okay, let me shuffle both. All right, Pisces, here we go. What are your generational gifts passed on to you from your ancestors? Ooh, okay. Yes, we're taking both. Okay. It's a new deck, the Lemuria deck. And they're sticking together. So sometimes I'm not sure if they're meant to, and this time they both were. Okay. You got Earthed. Learning how to be human in the world, not of it. It's really beautiful, right? You got, and again, this should not be a surprise, the Violet Flame and the Heart Chakra, unfurling back to love. Okay, I'm going to read them. The Violet Flame. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusory constructs and become empowered beings, life presents more opportunities to grow than before. Your sensitivity will be heightening. Sensitivity to frequencies, not your emotional sensitivity. That could be a byproduct. Do you understand? Hello, Robin out there. There's a Robin who just landed in front of me. Hello. Your sensitivity will be heightening, so it may be harder to spend time in places with certain energies. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy field? If you don't, then you need to, okay? A routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high, and help you to see through illusions that block or disorient. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance. You can YouTube search violet flame meditations, okay? You also got heart chakra, unfurling back to love. These are your gifts, okay? The chakra card represents love in its many forms. It reminds you that everything in life can unfold into love or fear. When unfurled back enough, the foundation of all you seek lies in the universal desire and right to feel love and be loved. Love heals. God is love. This is the force that will change the world. That's your challenge, right? To hold on to that knowledge and that's the truth, and to not let it diminish or dim, even with the horrible shadow things, darkness that may happen. Your gift is that you have the ability to be that love. Okay? Have compassion, expand your awareness and heart-centered radiance for all beings on the planet. Encapsulate Earth in loving compassion. Bask in the blissful feeling of the planet in all of its perfect balance, loving you back. I'm also hearing boundaries that you all might need work on, want to look at your boundaries and look at boundaries versus protections for yourself, and question if you need the protections anymore in this, at this part of your life, or do you need to self-preservation or self-protect? Self-protection is only in moments of danger, imminent danger, psychic or physical. You feel me? Otherwise, you need to self-preserve. Okay. Yeah, your gifts are that you are life force energy. You are it. You, whoever's watching this. And if you're a cross watcher, your person is this. Cross watchers are people who aren't the sign. So like, if I had a partner and my partner was an Aquarius and I'm a Libra, I would watch Aquarius readings to see where my partner was. You feel me? That's a cross watcher. Okay, let's look at Earth. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world, not of it. Them, okay? Them. To realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embody their body. Consciousness, yeah. That's your gift, is that you are consciousness. You are the closest physical manifestation of consciousness, okay? You do need protection, you're right, but you don't need it. The way you protect is to self-preserve, because you are consciousness. Do you understand? So you have to keep that in alignment and protected and preserved equally, and always equally, as much as you can. You feel me? Okay. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean toward transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Those who tend toward immanence have attached themselves more to earth and their body. Now, these descriptions, you feel me? Take what resonates and leave the parts that don't. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul, having a human experience, means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence, 3D, 5D. Being in the world, but not of it. Human body with you're fueled by energy and divine source. You feel me? Most starseeds, Google it if you don't already know that you're a starseed and what that is, because you are drawn toward transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels in the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be in a soul and a body on earth. You did. You did. So that means you already were set up to be able to handle both extremes, the extremely high, extremely low, extremely happy, extremely sad, extremely loving, extremely painful. You feel me? You can handle and navigate through all of it. You're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world, to learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. So they're imbalanced, yeah, right? And maybe maybe this is when you're imbalanced, it could show up in what other people refer to as crazy. It's whenever whenever your human mind is not actively engaged hold on. Hold on, okay? When your divine consciousness is engaged and is in alignment, you will feel a pull just like this, very similar to this, a pull, but on both ends from your consciousness. It'll come from here though, your root, and it will pull from the crown, right? It will pull the intellectual brain, which is not crown, but that's how it translates in there. You'll feel them both pulled. When you're only up here and you're swirling and you're like, you've lost your touch with reality, that's when people start diagnosing you and calling you things. You know what I'm saying? And you may or may not be something diagnosable, but that doesn't make it negative, okay? And you may not. It's just a misalignment. Check your emotions, right? Think perhaps when you're feeling these intuitive hits, because you're so pure and so purely still pure in this world as in a human form, you're still really pure. It hits you way, 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 way harder and deeper, deeper, deeper. You feel it stronger. immediate. It happens like that. And so you go into, you have to catch that. You have to catch it, because that's what sets you on the, you have to catch it, and you have to like fucking smudge it, you feel me, around you, and alchemize it into the truth of the balance of the worlds. Let's see how to best use your gifts, because I think that might help illustrate this more. And we're going to use the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Not sure about the Thoth Tarot. Hold on. The Thoth. Okay. Can Pisces best use their gifts? How can Pisces best use their gifts? I'm hearing prayer, reverence, alchemized into something tangible. So maybe you go out to earth to pray, and you put your feet into the ground, and you use your hands, and you make something. I don't know if that resonates or where that came from. If it does, just putting it in the comments would be awesome. Thank you. Okay. All right. How can Pisces best use your gifts? Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see how this happened. Oh. I'm going to get the Thothy book out, because I just want to make sure I don't miss anything in these. Yeah, okay. It's funny because I was thinking that. Okay, you got the Princess of Discs, which is literally the gift of... So I was thinking it earlier, it's like Pentacles, but Pisces is water, not earth. So I don't know if they would understand it if I said it that way, but this is literally what this is. So, did I say Ace? This is Princess of Discs. It's the page of coins, pentacles. Pentacles are the Ace of Pentacles, right? That's what it starts with. So if you're the princess, it's assuming that you already have this in there. It's taking all of the esoteric knowledge that you have that's been gifted to you and alchemizing it, pulling it down into this dimension and alchemizing it into things, into security and safety and building your legacy. But always committed to the work, because you are committed to the source. You are committed to your mission, you know? So you're stable, and you're taking care of everything, and you're generous, and you let yourself live joyfully, and you let yourself have success and enjoy it, keeping it balanced. You feel me? Okay, so the Princess of Discs in the Thoth deck is the bringer of cosmic light. Right? Yeah. Hold on. Okay, the question, there's a question with it. It's how can you prepare yourself for the birth of something new? And your affirmation is, I am now ready for the upcoming gifts in my life. Okay. So, the Princess of Discs, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower. And these are how you can best use your gifts. Heart, third eye, sacral, root, solar plexus. But what's holding it all down is your clarity and your heart, right? So the Ace of Cups is a divine gift from the universe of, first and foremost, the communion between a fully actualized human soul and the source, and the communion of it and being it. That's already who you are. It's who you are. And you, Pisces rules, is one of the rulers of cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, so do I have... Okay. The Knight of Cups is the Pisces card. I just went to check. The Tower. Who's the Tower? I don't know. I have like a list because I can never put all this stuff in my head, and there's nobody as the Tower up there. It doesn't matter, but maybe look that up on your own. I have a hard time Googling that stuff too, like which astrological sign goes with which cards and which suits. So if you find out and you let me know in the comments, thank you. Okay. To best use your gifts is to accept the darkness, to let things crumble apart, to let them happen, to step back and witness it as it's happening, to be love still through it. Be love and illuminate love, not with converting people, not with your words, just with being it. Like like a candle that's lit. It just is. See if I set my everything on fire. Just be it. You can't help but see how that's illuminated. You feel me? You don't have to do anything or convert people, or you feel me? You let things happen the way that they need to let things fall apart so that the beginning can happen. The new, beautiful, stable beginning, to keep yourself grounded, to do whatever those things are that keep you, reminding you of your human body. Prayer, right? I said, but I don't think it's just mental prayer for you. I think for you, it has to be prayer in action with something you're doing. So, graffiti, art, building things, cooking, weeding. Those kind of things. I don't mean music. You feel me? I mean things. Okay. That was intense. I hope that this helped, Pisces, and I hope you are well. And thank you for coming again and sharing your energy with me. And I will see you next week. Bye, Pisces.